is Tony Garcia. I am an affiliate member of the Chicano and Chicana Studies faculty at Metropolitan State University. In the other half of my life, I am the artistic director for SuTeatro. And all of us on stage that you see are with SuTeatro. So I'm not going to be... I'm not necessarily going to be teaching you. I just want to get to the point of welcome to this evening of conversation with Supreme Court Justice Sotomayor. I do have a question for you. Boricua, are you in the house? Where were you? I see. He's not the fastest Boricua, but he's here with us, Nelson Soto. Anyway, just a couple of announcements. We're all wearing these t-shirts here that kind of look alike. I'll help you read them. Young lady, can you tell me what your t-shirt says?
Why is Latina y qué?
Eso, right? We also have some young man clear at the far end, the tall guy.
My mother is a wise Latina.
So we thought we'd make a little statement here. We did get some extras for the justice. We will have them available after we get done with everything. I don't have many left, but you can call SuTeatro and you can get some if you want to get involved in this. The other thing is, what we're going to perform tonight is from a piece that I helped write and direct with Daniel Valdez called Where the Rivers Meet. This is the section is called the West Side Oratorio, which is the story of this neighborhood. For the last 7 generations, this neighborhood, for those who might not know, was once called the West Side. And my family grew up here. Many people, some of the people in the audience. Any West Siders in the audience? So we have some of our family members who are, people who grew up and have connection to this, and this is kind of the story. We're going to give you a capsulized version of it, but Dr. Torres has advised me that we do have some of the books available at the bookstore here, along with Justice Sotomayor's book. If you want, I'd be glad to sign for you if you want to take a book home with you tonight. She'll sign for her books because, she wrote it, right? Anyway, to help us tonight to do this, with the show, we'd like to invite the students from La Academia de la Gente from the Denver Inner City Parish. The confluence of the 2 streams, the South Platte and Cherry Creek along the Buffalo Path, caused the Arapaho and their Cheyenne to follow their food source. They camped in the lands in the early summer and food was abundant. Here, they traded, celebrated ceremony, and renewed themselves after the harsh winter. The summer grasses were thick, and the buffalo had grown fat. It was in this sacred triangle that life began, as had been preserved for the ancestors before them. They would gather to give thanks for the land and pledge to protect it, reaching forward to provide for 7 generations.
unfold. Grandparents pass onward, and children will replace the old.
Morning will follow the darkness. Daylight will follow the light. Long after we are gone, the land will reclaim itself.
They will follow in our footsteps again. Each journey completes a circle. We are one point. Each ripple we create carries on. Every generation will find its way. 7 generations of yesterday. A lifetime spent so that we will learn. One day to the earth will return. Within ourselves, the spirit lasts. The songs we sing, our voices past. The earth one day will reclaim itself. And where we begin, we will live. All our relations, the earth is one. And hearts that breathe fire from the sun. To all our ancestors within us we give thanks for what we have received. Within ourselves, the spirit lasts. The songs we sing, our voices pass. The earth one day will reclaim itself. And where we begin, we will learn. And where we begin, we will learn. And where we begin, we will
People moving again in masses, migrating north. The flow takes them to Juarez. They cross over and join one of the 3 train routes in El Paso. One to Los Angeles, one to Chicago, and one to Denver. Some come to escape. Some come to reunite with their loved ones. Some come for opportunity. All come to work. trabajar.
Vas a regresar, el cielo es la manda de Dios.
Voy a trabajar.
Vas a regresar, 3 ríos me llevan a mí. 3 ríos me llevan a mí. 3 ríos me llevan a mí.
So the first wave of immigrants were from Mexico to escape the revolution. More than 1 million people left the poverty and the violence that racked their country. They came and they built. They built a church, La Iglesia de San Cayetano. Before they worshipped in the basement of the Irish church, St. Leo's. And there was St. Elizabeth's, the German church. They built families. They married. They baptized their children. And they buried their loved ones. They built a community on this very ground that you walk on. They arrived in many ways. Once they were here, they remained. Fiercely proud to be Mexicano. Pleased to be in this country.
The ground breathes through expanded pores, bubbling in volcanic madness, signaling the continuation of the evolutionary process that began with the moment the land was stolen. It is the pulsating hearts of the dispossessed, reclaiming what is theirs, that which lies within those who are the voices, that which is theirs, that which lies within those who are the voices of the pregnant earth.
Waiting to be born. They are restlessly suspended, floating and kicking within the watery womb, stretching the belly skin to a membrane thinness. Their lives bursting to begin, growing within the pregnant earth. Beneath the tear-drenched lavender skies that are painted on the scorched palette above us, here on the surface where the young will smile and tremble with tiny hands and shiny teeth and eyes large enough to inhale the universe. These are the children of the pregnant earth.
La tierra embarazada, antigua y sagrada, sus ojos expresando su ser espiritual.
The sounds that arise like smoke from ashen embers are ancient and sacred. From deep within my being they erupt with cries and chants and melodies, causing voice to explode from ritual and ancient practice, offering songs of the pregnant earth.
La tierra embarazada, antigua y sagrada, sus voces expresando su fe espiritual.
So the die was cast, and the vote was taken. The people were told that they would have to move. Rather than to fix up their houses, they were told that their houses would be torn to the ground. Once again, the river of people packed their bags, packed their memories, and assembled their hope, and moved. But something had changed. The giant had awakened, and they realized that they would not always be the ones to sacrifice for the greater good no more. And even though they lost the battle for the neighborhood, their children would benefit from their sacrifice by returning to their neighborhood and gaining what many of their ancestors had died for: opportunity.
Ay Dios, those meetings were like war. The neighbors fought. They fought to maintain their homes. They fought to save as many homes as possible. They organized. In the end, they lost. They sacrificed for the greater good. But they learned. They learned that their lives had value and that they were the ones who could preserve their needs and their memories. In the end, what we must pass on is memories.
They come to the park to sit down and talk of that west side of Denver. They talk of old days, chasing trucks, playing games on that west side of Denver. Oh, how they laughed and they cried, remembering old friends who had died. 'Cause they're slowly fading. They said they'd be friends.
as you walk the sterile buildings of concrete and glass, scurrying to class, to your next meeting, to your next performance. Listen for the voices that came before you. They are the spirits that once were flesh and bone, that once had dreams and aspirations. They, like many of us, were trapped in the confines of their time. Their stories echo through these halls. Their laughter, their tears, their stories and songs. Lift your glasses. Lift your laughter. Lift your smile. Lift your voice in thanks to real people and real time. They offer you memory, that which is the true gift from the 7 generations before you.